been telling y'all. I have been telling y'all since for weeks now. Well, our homies over at the Fantastic Hip Hop, gotta go subscribe to their channel, have dropped the video how J. Cole just confirmed he hates Drake. And you know I'm here with that reaction. Hit that thumbs up button. We try to get this video to 1,000 thumbs up. Let's get it. I've been telling
J. Cole. Well, there was once so much noise and now when it comes to Drake and J. Cole, well, there was once so much noise and chaos within the hip-hop world that nobody even had a moment to stop and look at where the two rappers who started this all may stand. Now as things have been settling down and we are in a time in the genre where every rapper and figure involved within and around this conflict are picking up the pieces from it.
Facts. Could you imagine? I always in my mind think, you hear these two last joints, these freestyle, or not freestyles, features Cole been on. He can get busy, don't ever play with J. Cole's pen. I always think of in an alternate universe, and drop in the comments what you think. What would this have looked like if Cole would have stood on, like they like first person shooter, so it's Cole and Drake versus Kendrick and essentially the rest of the music industry? Because if you think about it, Drake sort of washed everybody except Kendrick. Now, when it got to Kendrick, boots to ass got placed, you feel me? But imagine if you had Cole to offset that. Now Kendrick sort of got to fight. I always wonder what it would have looked like. You think Kendrick would have still won? You would have gave it to Team Cole and Drake? How would you have felt about it?
We have been starting to really see where these two stand, and if you have been paying attention recently, it's no surprise that things between Cole and Drake have gotten really bad as they have taken two completely different routes with their careers since Kendrick Lamar challenged them to fight for the title of the best rapper alive. And now, although J. Cole definitely got the better end of this compared to Drake, simply because he backed out as opposed to Drake, who put up a performance so bad that he has been the laughingstock of rap for months. This doesn't mean Cole is not without his shit.
There we go with that weird shit. How can the dude who got beat up, stood there and got beat up, have been worse than the dude who ran away? That's just not where I come from. I would much rather be the dude who took my ass whooping than ran. Why? What?
Share of issues right now.
But to be fair, the problem is what got revealed on Drake. If you believe freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God, you know, you got a higher list sister from. If you believe all them things about Drizzy, well then that's why Cole just, you didn't want to do a rap battle. I'm gonna still listen to your music. Now some niggas looking at Drake like, if you really are a PDF, I can never listen to your music again. I think that holds a lot more than just the battle, you feel me? Unless we don't know what freaky shit J. Cole doing, to be fair. Because the way he ducked that time, because let's just say hypothetically one nigga is a PDF and he was still willing to fight. What is the nigga who running? Yeah, you never know though. He's obviously, you know, no facts on it. I'm not calling him that. But you never know with these Hollywood niggas. That's what I'm starting to learn. Diddy, all these. You can't trust none of these Hollywood niggas. Like, you pray all of them are cool. You hope we can keep Hove. You know, but you never know. I've been seeing shorts. I'm not saying these niggas did it, but you feel me?
Is first off, for a lot of hip-hop heads, despite Cole not embarrassing himself anywhere near as bad as Drake ultimately ended up doing, Cole still has a lot to overcome, not in terms of anybody questioning his skill as an MC, because we all know he can spit, but just when it pertains to pushing his legacy past any controversy,
infamous picture in hip-hop,
or asterisks that came along with him backing down from Kendrick Lamar. And while Cole really is still yet to put a true dent into this goal, and I'd imagine we will have to wait until the fall off or any new project from him to really enter a point where narratives begin to shift for him around the entire world of not just hip-hop, but music. Regardless of the bigger and one of the most important moments that Cole will have to face. When it comes to this tension that has been rumbling between him and Drake, more has happened in this tumultuous relationship, which started out as one of the strongest friendships in hip-hop just about a year ago.
Y'all remember we reacted to that?
If you were a content creator...
Turn it up! Nah, you remember when that bit got leaked? Y'all remember that? So that's what I'm saying.
And now has ended in absolute ruin.
Dots.
Because as Cole decided to drop a feature on a new song from Daylight called A Plate of Collard Greens, he has stirred things up. But now before we can even look at anything else, this song, which is now the second team up between Cole and Daylight, as the first was Pie on Might Delete Later, which also featured Absol, is another one of the better tracks hip-hop has seen all year, and really one of the best if we break it down by technical lyrical ability. Because in addition to Daylight, who delivers a nuanced and complex performance, J. Cole spits what I think is without a doubt his best verse since everything that went down between him, Kendrick Lamar, and Drake, as each bar he spits is layered to the max. And
what all has Cole dropped? Now, Grippy, obviously. What else has he been on? Because I know I heard Cole say, was it a feature with somebody? I feel like, so he's done 2 features or more. 2? How many features? I've done 2 or more.
Filled with wordplay that will just have you sitting there enamored if you appreciate the art of lyricism at its finest. And now specifically within this verse, and what really seemed to push the conversation forward about Drake and Cole's building tension with one another, were the series of bars Cole delivered which made references to Michael Jackson in so many different clever ways, as Cole carefully pieced together a lyrical canvas with so much lore and history about.
Deep down I hated Halloween with all that I've seen. Who needs another way to cause a scream? Dangerous as the king of pop. How will they spin the block? No moves, minimal, smooth criminals. The whole game doing insane amounts of lean. I fucked up the flow somewhere in there. But nigga, he was floating. We just reacted. He was spitting.
About MJ to make one of the best written series of lines that I have seen all year. And now as Cole leans so heavily into referencing MJ on this track, and on top of this, the fact that he is boasting through these bars and hyping up his own stature, which is something we really have not seen in a while. And then ultimately knowing the context of what started all of this drama off in the first place, which of course.
Do you think we'll have an all-out Drake versus Cole beef? That would be crazy. That would be crazy. I think now with Drizzy losing this one from Kendrick, it's going to be a lot easier for Cole to just pick the pieces. But man, if Cole lost to Drake right now, though, I might not never listen to Cole again. I don't care how great he is, because I'm going to be like, nigga, what? How did you lose? It's a layup. Drake better duck his taco, though. Let's be realistic. If they beef, Cole finna wash him right now. But that would be crazy, because I could see Drake on some just crash out.
This goes all the way back to First Person Shooter and when Drake was comparing himself to MJ on the second half of that track, which ultimately was then followed up with Kendrick throwing this right within his face as they kicked off their battle. Putting all of this together, people were speculating that this may have been a Drake diss from Cole, and while for some rappers doing something like this could have very well been trying to poke at Drake. I was thinking that
when I was reacting, I'm not gonna lie, and I made a little comment to it, I think, but I just felt like, am I reaching? Genuinely. To me, when I heard it, it's because J. Cole's already that kind of like, he raps as if he's battling somebody, as if there's an opponent, so it's like lyrically he's done it. You understand what I'm saying? So there's always sort of an ambiguous, just hypothetical op at all times that just sort of anything he's saying could apply to anybody. But there is, and that's what I love about YouTube, and I love about like us as a hip hop culture. I love even we will dissect shit to the point where it's like, yeah, that's fact. Sometimes I wonder if MC's just like a nigga dissects his shit so good on the internet, he'd be like, yeah, that's what I meant. I know niggas done.
Diss from Cole, and while for some rappers doing something like this could have very well been trying to poke at Drake, based on the way Cole raps, handles beef as we have seen, and even has thrown out subliminals to other rappers in the past, I don't think this was intended to knock Drake one bit. But even with this said, this does not mean that the song hasn't told us anything about the Cole and Drake saga, because as Daylight, who is a rapper who was both signed to Kendrick Lamar's former label and still close collaborators Top Dawg Entertainment, and even on top of this, has been someone who has been very vocal when it comes to bashing someone like Drake online over and over again for months. By Cole linking up with somebody from Drake's biggest rival's former label and biggest backers in this beef, this is escalating things and really saying a lot about this entire situation. Because first off, for TDE at
Ja Rule status activated is insane.
This point, based on where they are at as a collective and label and hip-hop powerhouse, they would not be putting out songs with anyone who has beefed Kendrick Lamar, as that would just be going against every single sentiment they stood on to help Kendrick project the message of a track such as Not Like Us for the entire world to see, in order for it to make such a large impact. And now beyond this, if this moment was an isolated event, it would not be enough evidence to see that Cole absolutely despises Drake at this point.
This is where I have been making this connection though, but that verse was the one where I said it didn't, but don't get it twisted. Let me see how this nigga put it together, because there is something that is actually a clear indicator of their beef, but we're going to see how my nigga put it together.
But when we look at this in the context of everything else, what we are seeing now, and to the highest degree we have yet, is that J. Cole's new pattern is to seemingly link up and embrace people who Drake has a problem with so easily as ever since his apology. When we stack everything up from
let me hear that again.
Has a problem with so easily as ever since his apology. When we stack everything up from Future and Metro Boomin on We Still Don't Trust You's track Red Leather, which we remember how shocking of a moment that was, to then Ruby Rosary with A$AP Rocky, who has a very serious beef with Drake
right now.
Rocky, this song was produced by The Alchemist, who obviously made the beat for Kendrick Lamar's Meet the Grams. And while some producers have not fully taken...
Damn, I ain't even put that one together. Alchemist made me... Bro, I've been telling y'all, nigga, come on.
Insides in this beat, as Uncle Al has played this instrumental at almost every one of his live shows this summer, I think this speaks volumes about where he stands. And adding to this,
if you're not a profitable...
Come on, man. This give you a chance to hit that thumbs up button. I know some of y'all niggas forgot. Yeah, go over here with your guilty conscience. Just hit the thumbs up button. And I won't even say nothing about it. Just hit it.
Looking at all the facts, the only other features Cole has done since this genre-altering time in rap has been with Thames, who also had a fallout with Drake, and then with all of this. If we put things
Thames don't mess with Drake or Future
together and look at the fact that since this beef and since Drake also made fun of Cole multiple times on his own diss tracks for backing out of the beef and not standing on his own words, with Cole appearing on one of the biggest albums that escalated the beef, did a song with somebody who was in one of the most intense and personal beefs with Drake.
And y'all niggas still had the nerve to be arguing it in the comments. A lot of niggas don't know I be in my comments reading all them bitches. You niggas had the nerve to still be arguing in the comments like it wasn't. I'm telling y'all, Cole with the ops. Cole with the ops. Drake and Cole. And then Drake, to be fair, when his shit got leaked, he talking about tell the world about how when you got your phone stolen, a nigga opened it and called Jay-Z and they didn't pick up. And then he called Jay-Z off of his number and Jay-Z picked up. Oh my damn. What's crazy is Hov is picking up just random phone numbers.
The guy who produced the song that set things in motion for Drake to just get absolutely destroyed. And also a singer who's been very vocal about their issues with Drake. And then on top of this, a guy from Top Dog Entertainment who is directly connected with Kendrick Lamar. I mean, when we stack all of this up, aside from working with Cash Cobain on the absolute career lowlight of Grippy, every artist J. Cole has been standing with seems to despise Drake, and based on where we were at in hip-hop during this moment in time. More than ever, there is way too much evidence to see that J. Cole has definitely received the jabs that Drake was throwing on his name during tracks like Push-Ups and Family.
I will say Drake was saying shit about him, but it was facts. I felt Drake when he was saying that. Imagine me, it's Kendrick Lamar, we're going to battle. Like, nigga, that is the biggest, scariest nigga at your high school, right? And you go pull up, nigga, y'all niggas about to bang it out, nigga. You scared for your goddamn life. And he has the entire school with his back. But it's you and your mans. And you and your mans is like that, but it's 2V, the baddest nigga in the game, and 30 other niggas. And you pull your shit up, nigga, you getting in your little position, getting your little warming it up. And you go, hey, I'm finna run up and swing. And then I just need you to flush him out from behind me. You turn around, nigga gone. His shoes just there, they smoking like a cartoon. That's how Cole did Drake, I ain't gonna lie.
In an attempt to try and deflect the spotlight and pressure off of him during the biggest rap beef arguably ever. And seemingly because of this, while Cole again has shown that he is not the guy who will make this an all-out lyrical duel because that just isn't the way he moves, whether we like it or not. Still, from everything he has put out in his music over the years and from the person he has shown us he is, Cole is also not the type of guy to just let him get disrespected by anybody over and over again. As Cole has had to clear many of these features and seems to have no problem with all of these tracks coming out and letting the moments he is giving us stand by them.
And that's the thing, I like that you hit that industry insider kind of thing, which at this point, if you're a hip-hop fan, we all should know about things like clearing features and all these kinds of shit for major label artists. But essentially what he's saying is Cole has to, any person, even if you have a song with J. Cole, you still then have to get permission to put the song out. And sometimes it will be because maybe I'm releasing shit. Maybe I don't want my shit to be out right now. So it's not that you can't have the feature, but you just can't put it out right now. All these kind of things. And it's also for label shit and legal kind of things like that. So if these songs are coming out, it's not a coincidence. Niggas was talking about that one song Drake did. Drake fans be blowing me sometimes. No, did he? They talking about some, oh, he probably did this song a long time ago, didn't even know it was about to come out. Nigga, how is that even possible? It's fucking Drake. Do you think you can just put out a Drake song and they're not finna take that bitch down? Nigga, come on. Why you think Universal gave that nigga all them hundreds of millions of dollars so they can make money off that music and they're not playing?
Selves and send whatever messages that may come alongside with them. With one of the craziest feature runs with Drake's enemies ever. He has confirmed to the highest extent that he
been snapping with the ops too. I like his songs he been doing with the ops way better than I like First Person Shooter. He sounds so, cause really, man, Drake need to tighten up right now. Drake can, but there's something wrong with Drake. I'm telling you, you can just tell. I don't know whether it's, I ain't even gonna speculate on it, but there's something wrong with Drake, and you can tell.
If Drake wants to sneak diss him and make fun of him on social media, J. Cole is only going to heighten the pressure on him in this faint yet tactical way of linking up with his enemies to make Drake look all the more alone and isolated. And beyond this, now with a new Daylight collab, what this is telling us at the very least is that the relations between Cole and TDE are now good, as they would not stamp their brand on anything that even hints at being anti-Kendrick Lamar.
Why is this beat such a banger? Hey, I'm mad. I'm like, damn, this nigga really chose one hell of an instrumental. Nigga, this bitch like, damn, cuz.
Not stamp their brand on anything that even hints at being anti-Kendrick Lamar. Which then, of course, means that it's looking like Cole and Kendrick Lamar as a whole seem to be on good terms, or just have some sort of strong and unbreakable respect for one another. Which would explain why they have not engaged further in this beef, and even why Kendrick Lamar seemed to allude to Drake having problems already on a track like Not Like Us, which we didn't really seem to notice because so much was going on back then. So overall.
And do you feel like, I don't know, they said that Drake did a Cole foul member on the song, so I'm thinking like, I felt like Drake always showed Cole love. I'm gonna be an unbiased nigga. I just feel like he always showed Cole love because you see what he pulls him on stage after Middle Child, and he's sort of like, nigga, you're on the same exact level as me and Kendrick and all them shits. And I damn near feel like after that, the whole Middle Child energy switched up to I'm the GOAT, which is how you should feel, Cole. And that's how any nigga on the mic should feel. You should not come in, that's how you should feel in anything, man. If you're not the GOAT, just do whatever you need to do to become the GOAT. You're you. But I don't know what these niggas doing behind the scenes. So maybe Drake was on some smash his girl or something. You never know with these freaky Diddy party ass niggas.
As J. Cole is now defining this chapter of his career right now by going on a feature run with all of Drake's opponents, and after having his legitimacy as an MC and integrity as a man being made fun of by it, Cole is letting us know once and for all that he is done with Drake, and because of the way he threw him out and mocked his choice for backing out at the beef. While Cole and Drake may have seemed to be best friends as they did a joint tour and released multiple collabs together in 2023, now that this is all said and done and Drake has really shown who he really is, Cole wants nothing to do with him.
I'm not going to. See, niggas is capping for the... Come on, man. Nigga, we was supposed to dip. We was beefing and you left. Don't do it. Can we at least have some forms of empathy for people? Like, come on, be realistic. Nigga, if you was Drake, you wouldn't be feeling like Cole hoe ass nigga. But the one thing is, that tweet about that Hove story was old. So it's like, you might have been fake. I don't know.
All this said, let me know. What do you think of this entire situation? And now, do you think that things between Drake and Cole will go further than this? Now, I can't wait to hear what you have to say. And if you want to see how Drake just tried to diss Kendrick Lamar yet again, but failed miserably, check out the suggested video.
Oh, getting it in. Now, that was a certified vibe check. Come another reaction right here. Bing. How y'all feeling? Music video. Bow. Click on it. Show me some love. I feel like it's official now. I feel like everybody knows Cole ain't messing with Drake. This KBD family, I'm out of here. Hit the thumbs up button. We out of there. Bang, bang, boom, bang, boom, 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 boom.